Hello, my name is Aaron Sutherland and I am a SUSE certified instructor. And today in this video we're going to talk about command line skills, specifically transferring files. I've got two commands that I'm going to cover in this demo. The first command is SCP. So SCP is SSH copy. This is what we use to transfer one file or multiple files from one machine to another machine somewhere on the network. To use the SCP command, we simply type in SCP and the name of the file that we want to copy, and then the user at the remote machine, colon, followed by the path to where we want the file to be copied to on the remote machine. So I'm going to copy this file words to the demo2 machine to my home directory. Now, because I do have SSH keys set up, it went ahead and it transferred the file. If you don't have SSH keys set up, it will require you to type in your password for that. Now, if we SSH to demo2 and then do an ls, you can see that we do have the words file there. So if I exit out of there, let's take a look at another way that we can use the SCP command. We can do an scp-r for recursive and then specify the directory we want to copy. Let's double check that. Let's do an ls. We do have a workbench directory here. So scp-r workbench to demo2 at my home directory. And that copied all of the files in the workbench folder to the remote machine. Now let's check that. SSH to demo2, let's do an ls. There is the workbench folder on demo2. If you notice, we did not have that before. And if we were to look at the contents of the workbench directory, there are all of my files. Now let's exit out of there. The other way that we can use the command is to transfer a file from the remote machine to the local machine. So to do that, it's scp and then user at remote machine colon / and then the path, and let's do workbench, and we're going to grab words -2 to my local machine, to the location I am at when I run the command. So I press enter and it transfers the file to my local machine. So here you can see SCP can be used to transfer a file from your local machine to the remote machine and from the remote machine to the local machine. The other command that we're going to take a look at is the rsync command. So we'll use rsync -- help. Let's look at some of the options here. There's quite a few different options. So if we were to, so we want to use -v for verbose, -r for recursive, -a for archive. What this does is this sets the archive bit when it transfers the file. And there's one more. We want the -- progress option. There it is, -- progress. So what we're going to do is, first let's create a directory on the remote machine. So SSH demo2 make directory / backup. Now you can see that the backup folder has been created. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the rsync command -recursive archive verbose --progress, and we want to send the workbench folder to demo2:/home tux backup. So here we press enter, and it transfers all of my files, and we get to see the status or the progress of each of the files as they transfer. If the files were large, it would show little hash marks to show that the files have been or are in the process of transferring over. Now, what's really cool about the rsync application or utility is if one of the files changes and we rerun this command, it'll only send over the changed bits. So now let's modify one of the files. So let's do an ls, and let's redirect the output to workbench words. Now let's do a tell on workbench/words, and you can see the output of my command. So if we expand that a little bit, let's do -n15. Let's bump that up a little bit more. All right, so this is the tail end of the actual words file, and this is the output of my ls command. Now let's rerun our rsync command, and notice that it just sent over the updated file. And we can also use rsync to pull files to our local machine from a remote machine. So let's make a directory called backup. Let's cd into that directory, and let's do an rsync-rav-progress demo2:/home tux backup to dot, or my current location. And that's going to pull all the files to my current location. If we do an ls, there's the workbench folder. And if we do an ls on workbench, there are all of my files. And if I were to tell -n25 on workbench words, there's the updated data that I sent to the words file. You can learn more about this and many other topics in the wide range of courses that we have available at our e-learning website at the URL you see here on the screen. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.